You're listening to 88.3 FM, The Sting. It's Oldies Amplified. Joining me now is DJ Klow. She is hosting the Beach Boys Marathon this upcoming summer. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, good. Give us a little bit about some insight on what we can expect on the Beach Boys Marathon, the date of the marathon. I'm sure there's going to be some big tributes to Brian Wilson after his passing not too long ago. Can you give us a little bit of insight of what we can expect as listeners?
Yeah, absolutely. I've always been a big Beach Boys fan. I grew up listening to them with my parents a lot, so had that musical influence growing up, and I've always been a big fan of their sound and their just everything that they've done for the music world, and I thought it would be a really, really cool. I've seen them twice live too, which is super fun and something I'm gonna look back, I know, and be like, that was really cool. I'm glad I got to do that. But yeah, I wanted to do the Beach Boys, and I thought it would be a wonderful opportunity. I wanted to do it not only for what I didn't know about Brian Wilson's passing until I had already decided to do the marathon, because it happened like a couple of days after I was like for sure going to do it. But I also wanted to do it also as like a little tribute to DK, who was here at the station and had his show Island Time. So it's going to be kind of a cool way to celebrate both of their lives in a really special way, tying it into the station here and just all that DK did for us and all that Brian Wilson did for music as a whole. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be on July 24th from 7 a.m. till 1 a.m. the next day.
Is there going to be any guest hosts or any special segments or maybe some tributes that we could specifically look forward to during the marathon?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have my dad on the show, because he's a big Beach Boys fan, knows a lot of the inside scoop and some stories about them. So he's going to be on there for sure. But I'm also planning on getting, just if Joe T is around, anyone who has great stories on DK, and to hear some more about his life, since I unfortunately never got to meet him. So that'll be really good. But I am planning on doing at least every hour. It's going to be a big tribute to DK. So I'm going to make sure that I'm getting like some of his favorite songs, stuff that he played on the show, and kind of making that a special, like this is one of his favorites that he would do. So I'm going to do that for sure. And then I'm also going to aim to do, this was a special written by Brian Wilson, trying to throwing that in at least once an hour for both of them to kind of tie it all together.
And is there any songs tonight you would like to hear from the Beach Boys to kind of help preview what we could expect on the marathon?
Oh, I have so many that I love. Come Go With Me is a fun one. I love that one a lot. That's probably my favorite. I know that's a cover. It's not even their original, but I do love that song. I would probably say, I don't, it's too hard for me to choose. But Do You Want to Dance is a fun one. So maybe that.
All right, we will play Do You Want to Dance here on Oldies Amplified tonight right after this interview. DJ Klow, thank you so much for joining the show tonight. Hope everyone's having a great night with us. We're about to play that song here in a minute, but before we go, let us know one more time, can we hear the Beach Boys Marathon, and what could we expect?
July 24th from 7 a.m. to 1 a.m. the next day, and I'm going to try and go in chronological order, hit some fun, cool songs, and have some fun stories in there too of their time together as a band.
All right, you're listening to Oldies Amplified with Andrew Hody on 88.3 FM, The Sting. Thank you, DJ Klow. This is Oldies Amplified here on 88.3 FM, The Sting. I am here with Alex Dettmer, who is hosting the Queen Marathon, the final marathon of the 2024 WBWC Summer Marathon Series. Alex, how are you today?
Oh, I'm doing dandy. Thank you for having me on the show.
I'm very glad to have you. Let's get things started with what's going to be happening on your marathon. What could we expect from you? What could we expect to hear from Queen? And maybe some special segments that may be coming up that our listeners may not expect.
Yeah, for sure. So thinking about Queen, we're just going to try and play as much as you can. I'm going to try and have a covers section, kind of live section where we hit some of their live performances, but the plan is to almost kind of go through album by album throughout the show. We'll start it off though with some big hits. I have a couple of hits from when they were back in Smile, and then we'll also do some of their solo stuff, so like Freddie Mercury's and Brian May. Yeah.
Can't wait to hear that from you, Alex. And also, just out of curiosity, is there going to be any giveaways? Are there going to be any special guests? Anything up that alley or special segments maybe that we could expect coming up on your marathon at the end of the summer?
So I'm in the interesting spot where I was thinking I was going to be middle of the summer, and then it turns out that I am the last marathon. And so right now I'm still kind of trying to plan it out, so I can't confirm or deny if there's any giveaways. I will say that I am reaching out to try and find stuff, but as of right now, no luck. But I'm still hoping to get some stuff for you guys. Special guests, probably just whoever's around. We're going to be back in the school year. It'll be 2 weeks into school. So honestly, if any DJs want to pop on for a little bit, that's welcome. 18 hours in a studio is a lot of fun, but it's also 18 hours in a studio.
And truthfully, here on The Sting, you can never go wrong with 18 hours in a studio. I'll be flat out honest. So one more time for us. Can you let us know when the Queen Marathon will be and what we can expect once again?
Yeah, so the marathon will be September 4th, starting at 7 a.m. all the way to 1 a.m. the next day. Spinning a lot of Queen. I'm going to be trying to spin some vinyl as well as some CD. Trying to go more physical media based for this marathon, which I think will be kind of an interesting challenge. And yeah, I am hoping to get some giveaways, so stay tuned for that. But tune in. Queen Marathon, September 4th, 7 a.m. to 1 a.m.
Got to make sure you tune in to Alex and the Queen Marathon at the end of the summer right here on 88.3 FM, The Sting, WBWC.com, and WBWC on the TuneIn app. It's Oldies Amplified with Andrew Hody. And Alex, before we let you go, one more thing. What song would you like to hear from Queen to preview the marathon tonight?
Oh, you can never go wrong with a Queen song. I'm going to hit you with the hard one, the long one, and the most well-known one. We got to go with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody is coming up next right here on Oldies Amplified with Andrew Hody.